most of the lesson that we take from this World Cup. Like I said, this is not the original. Whoever has put his or her mind onto this has really given a good and a very deep thought. Class is permanent, even if it doesn't work for a few times. Who are we talking about? Virat Kohli. It peaks at the right time. Did Virat Kohli peak at the right time? He had a total aggregate of 75 runs in the whole tournament, but that last one innings when it really mattered, he rose to the occasion and he fought for his country. He scored a brilliant 76 runs, which eventually turned out to be the winning total. And if not for that, of course it is, hypothetical to say that India would have lost. No, we wouldn't like to think that way, but this definitely was a match-winning effort. So this is the lesson number one. Class is permanent and it can peak at the right time. Second thing is about leadership. When a leader leads from the front, like Rohit Sharma did, when a leader leads from the front, if he fails once in a while, the entire team comes to Kara. This is exactly what has happened in this World Cup. The Indian team, this man Rohit Sharma has been absolutely wonderful. He's been brilliant. He led from the front, he encouraged everybody, he supported everyone. Of course, there was a little bit of carrot and stick. Sometimes somebody does badly, he might have reprimanded them, but then he got the best out of everyone. When he was doing well and leading them, everyone loved him. So once that he failed, the entire team rallied around him. This is something which can happen to you and it can happen to me. It can happen to anybody provided we take the right perspective. When you are doing well, sometimes when you fail, you will receive a lot of support. So Rohit Sharma and Virat Kohli, the first two lessons, can we put our hands together for them, please? The lesson number 3 in this, it's not over till you think it is over. It's not over till you think or you accept that you have lost. It is never lost till you have lost. So it's not over till you think it's over. India team, even after South Africa, needed just 30 runs. Just 30 runs from 30 balls with 5 wickets in hand. Who would have believed? Tell me hand on heart, except for maybe because you're patriotic, you love your Indian team and that you wanted India to win, you might say so. But logically, this is not expected. No one would say India is going to win from this stage. You would have said, oh, it's all over. Many of us would have even gone off to sleep. India believed. Indian players believed. They said, we will do it, and they kept on trying. The least one could do at any given point is not to give up till the last ball is bowled, last run scored, or the last wicket taken. This is exactly what our lovely Indian team has done. They have shown us that this is possible if you try extremely hard. Results could go one way or the other. If they are relaxed, even from a good position, India could have lost. Now they are in a tough position. They fought really hard and they gave us a cherished and a memorable victory. Please put your hands together for the Indian team. Lesson number 4. You can bounce back from the lowest, unimaginable lows. Whatever, no matter how bad the life is, you might be in the pits, but you can pick yourself up. If you have the resolve, if you have the wherewithal in you, you can pick yourself up. Even if the entire world is against you, you can still come back. One great man, Hardik Pandya, has proved it beyond a point of doubt. Imagine Hardik Pandya. Just a couple of months back, playing for Mumbai Indians, he was ridiculed, he was laughed at, he was joked at, he was made fun of, he was called names, he was booed, he was jeered, and he was criticized. A dog passing on the field, the public called Hardik Pandya, Hardik Pandya. Such low. From there to become the hero and to do what he did for the country in the biggest platform of the T20, the World Cup. Can you imagine? What could be better than this? Where can you show an example of very, very strong mental strength than this? Once again, I would request all of you to Point number 5, we come to my favorite man, Rahul Dravid. Hard work and humility. He was so humble, so quiet. He never boasted, whether while he was growing up or playing or captaining, wicket keeping, coach, head of the NCA, never boasts. He never shows off. He did everything extremely quietly. He kept doing his good work and knowing that the results will follow. He only followed the procedure, the process, and then he waited for the results. He had to wait for decades for that coveted ICC trophy. Eventually, the entire team, on his parting shot, as a parting shot, they have gifted him this major honor and a victory. Hard work and humility pays off, even if it has not paid for decades. So you have to be patient, you have to keep doing all the good things, and the glory will surely come like it did come to Rahul Dravid. Once again, hands together for Rahul Dravid. Lesson number 6 from this World Cup. Consistency pays off eventually. It is the consistency. Now, there are so many of us who perform one-off. Sometimes not good enough. Sometimes it's not good enough. Occasionally not good enough. Once in a way not good enough. One sunny day never makes a summer. One grain of sand never makes a desert. You have to keep doing it over and over and over again. And I'm yet to see anyone perform as consistently as Jasprit Bumrah has done for a long time. He's been the most consistent player ever. You can easily call him Mr. Dependable. Mr. Dependable, because every time he's got the ball in his hand, he's delivered. You can depend on him that he will do good work. But consistency is what makes champions, and I hope my boys and girls sitting here, all very young ones, will draw inspiration from this and do not be just a one-offs, but make sure that you all be as consistent, if possible, as consistent as Jasprit Bumrah. Lesson number 7. There's a point in life which comes for most people from where getting up or getting back seems impossible. Sheer will and determination gets you back on your feet. From absolutely the pits, from the depth of whatever, after a massive crash in a car accident, Rishabh Pant, I would say it was his sheer willpower which could put him back on his feet. Not only on his feet did he get, but he got to be a champion player. He performed exceedingly well in the IPL, which earned him a place in the Indian team, and he was a handful in the Indian team. He has contributed immensely from where one would think that forget playing, even going about in normal life, day-to-day life would be a challenge. But he proved that yes, if you have a strong will and if you really work towards a proper rehabilitation, you can do it. We have seen some internal injury, some ACL tear, some knee problem, the hip problem, the back problem. Cricketers have lost years together. They may not have come back to their normal at all. But this man, Rishabh Pant, has proved that if you have the will to do it, you can do it. But there is a procedure. You have to be really disciplined in your rehab. And this he did very well. Lesson number 8. Lesson number 8. Losses at a big stage are possible. Important is the comeback. Losing, it does happen. All of us lose at some time. That's not a shame. But coming back, bouncing back is the big thing. India team after the T50, the 50 over World Cup, after losing that, they had lost their spirit. They had been criticized. They had been, they had lots of people had shown this mistake and that fault, and they lost Shani in the meanwhile. Despite all that, despite all the setbacks, they learned from their mistakes. They did not overlook anything. They did not close their eyes to their own faults. They learned a lesson. They put things in proper perspective. The coach Rahul Dravid did what the best could do. Rahul Dravid was up to it. The leader, you can say the coach, the captain, the support team, everyone worked together and they brought back what India was waiting for and thirsting for. After a long gap, we won this coveted trophy. With the spirits down, to be able to do this again is a Herculean task. Believe me, there could have been nerves, there could be jitters, there could have been nervousness. But Indian team did extremely well, and they have left a lesson for us that please do not despair when you lose. Work hard and regain. Let's put a hand together. Now the penultimate point, or the ninth point. Nothing is above teamwork. Ultimately, every single individual has to contribute, and that is what matters. Indian team, everyone contributed in their own way at some point in the tournament. There's not one cricketer in this team who has not contributed to India's major victory. Some have done lots, others have done a bit, but it has been a wonderful team sport, a wonderful team spirit, and this is something which, if we can bring it into our stages, at your stage, whether it's the camp team, or the school team, or the club team, or the state team, or the India team, we must have that team spirit. It's the togetherness. It's about contributing. It's about wanting to do something for the team. Don't ask what the team can do for you. Don't ask what the state can do for you, or the association, the BCCI can do for you. You tell us what you can do for the game. That is the spirit, and this team contributed, everyone contributed, and the result, millions of people welcoming the Indian cricket team. Put your hands together. Now we go to the last point. We go to the last point, and there's a big lesson in this as well. At times, the smallest of contribution can be the biggest in the game. Like it turned out in the case of Surya Kumar Yadav's catch. It was a 240 ball game, 20 overs on either side, 240 balls, but this one ball mattered, this one catch mattered, this one act mattered. Surya Kumar, when the chips were down, when that one shot could have finished off the game, he ran and he believed, he had the faith, he had practiced. The coaching, the fielding coach Dilip had worked extremely hard with the boys, obviously, and then what happened was that he brought off an unbelievable catch. With a great presence of mind, skills, you had everything to see in that one catch. In that one moment, just one moment, the match could have gone either way. Now he snatched victory from the jaws of defeat. Now this is the kind of contribution or the act that anyone should be proud of, anyone should work for, and you have to be really wanting to contribute this way. This contribution deserves a very good applause. Whether you're an opening batsman, 12th man, 14th man, everyone can contribute. Eventually, it's the team that matters. It is your small contribution which pile up and give this huge victory as we saw in this World Cup. As I promised you, this was perhaps the best lesson we have delivered, not originally from us. We have taken it up from the social media, and I've shared it with you because I want you to be like this. I want you to have these 10 points in you so that you grow up not only as a good cricketer, but as a good human being. Every aspect of this can be connected to life. It can be connected to life. It has interwoven qualities which, if you do all these things in life, in school, in society, in the state, wherever you are, wherever you, as a good citizen, you will only bring success and goodness. I hope all of us will imbibe these qualities, learn from this Indian team, and be the best that we can be. I hope everyone has enjoyed this. Have some fun now, get back on the field and try and be what this Indian team has been.